That's my new intro now. It's gonna be like this. And then I'm gonna rise the phone up like, and then start talking. Tell me what y'all think about that in the comments. I think that's pretty cool. Hopefully I'll remember that. Might have to go back to watch it. Anyway, when I talk about these topics, these, I think 10, 11 videos that I've done, they seem like they're pessimistic, they're bleak, there's no actual thing to learn from these things. It's just someone complaining, someone being depressed or feeling down on his luck, or have personal reasons and just like recording his grievances on a phone and uploading it to a channel. But that's not the intention of these videos, guys. I feel like my father, my dad, thinks that I make these videos. I'm just being pessimistic just because I'm sad or something, or I'm dealing with some longing, or I want to have friends or something like that, or I'm missing something. It's like, no, that's not the point. And also, like, I think I've seen some comments back in a year ago. I can't believe I'm about to say back in the day, but I see in a comment talking about, oh, you crybaby, why you always trying to be sad? Why you always talking about being sad? I don't remember what happened to that comment. I think it got deleted, not by me, because that's pathetic. I don't delete comments. I keep them there as like trophies or engagement. Anyway, it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative to me. Comments are comments. They're not real. But like the videos I'm making, these topics, these don't come from a place of negativity. There's no ill intention. I'm not trying to make people, I wouldn't want to spread just random negativity out there when there's already so much negativity all over, especially on social media. Literally, social media thrives off toxicity, straight off the bat. Everybody knows this. If you've been on the internet long enough, mostly these social media apps, it's always something negative going on all the damn time. There's always someone trying to take down someone else, someone trying to attack a celebrity. Like, you may be saying, oh, don't feel bad for a celebrity. A celebrity is dumb. You shouldn't look up to celebrities. They should deserve to be criticized. Yeah, but I feel like sometimes it's out of their hands, really, because who's the ones that prop them up, right? The companies, and then it's the people, the audience, the same audience that's critiquing the person who is a celebrity for being a celebrity was the same ones who even call them a celebrity or make videos about them being celebrities. Even though they're just normal people. They're not deities. They're not entities. They're just normal people. They be entities metaphorically, but in reality, they're just people who just, everybody pays attention to their lives for some reason, some weird thing. It's some weird ass dystopian societal thing that society always does. Whereas like it idolizes the rich and famous. Like it's some type of, it's weird. It's kind of like a social experiment, really. But anyway, that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about mainly. The thing is, like, I don't make these videos to try to be negative for the sake of being negative. My goal is just to, this is what I think. This is what I've collected my own data. I evaluated it for my personal understanding, and I'm just sharing it back with everybody else. I'm not even the only one who does this. I'm not the only one who knows that what he's doing isn't, the whole purpose is not to be negative. It just happens to be negative. The topic happens to be negative, but that's not, I'm not approaching it from a negative standpoint. I'm going off of an observational look around and see what's going on around me type of way. There's tons of YouTubers doing the same thing. There's tons of people who's making the same content. Not all of them, but the ones I watch mostly do follow the same path. But most of the things they talk about is just what happens in the world. There's not like, none of it's fake. We're not fictionalizing bad things or dystopian like scenarios. These are like actually happening in the world if you actually pay attention. And that's why these videos are made, because you need to pay attention and start thinking, asking questions about everything around you. Because everything, just because it feels comfortable, don't mean it is. There's always an underlying darkness within everything. Every little intricate layer has some type of hidden thing going on behind the curtains. It's like Twin Peaks. Seems normal. When you go deeper and deeper into the heart of the town, that's where you really find the obscurities, the out there's. That's really when you start seeing all the things you wasn't supposed to see. And then at that point, it's too late to go back. This is how society is, dude. The Matrix, most David Lynch movies and shows, like these are exactly how they're. It's exaggerated, it's symbolic, yes, metaphorical even, but regardless, this is how it is. When you actually look deeper, something that looks suburban and pleasant isn't actually pleasant on the inside. On the outside, it looks crystal clean and shiny. It's like a brand new clean car that's like been polished to death and went through like 80 car washes in its lifespan. Then you look inside and someone just had a McDonald's, Wendy's food fight in there, and there's greasy restaurant bags all over the bottom, the seats, the floors, and then in between the seats, it's like fries and then burger bits and whatnot, and drink spilled, stickiness, and then there's like gnats, and it stank. It smells like a damn hot box mixed in a fast food restaurant in there. That's how most things are. These ain't just random. It is what it is. I'm just letting you know. Take that information, do with that information what you want to do with it. But I'm just telling you that this is how I'm thinking. This is how it is. This is how I see things now. This is it. Nothing is the truth. There's no individual truths. It's only the truth. And that's pretty much it. There's nothing that I'm saying that you could call it wrong all you want, but to me, I know better. I know I'm looking, I know myself now better than I ever did before. And that's because I had to look at things in a more, I couldn't have rose tinted glasses anymore about the things or everything that I thought was okay. Now I'm looking and like everything was manipulative, gaslighting, monstrous, demonic, and sinister undertones, and with everything that I thought was good, I liked, that I was comfortable with. You got to do the same thing. You got to actually look in between the layers of everything. Everything is like an onion, and everything has pretty much layers. Even people, obviously. A big button, a smile, can turn to like the ultimate like manipulation of lust and taking advantage of someone who's attracted to someone, whether that's male or female, whether that's sexually or trying to connect with that person, trying to be be a part of a circle with that person. It doesn't matter. The reason is that people can take that advantage and have you looking stupid, and they wrapped you around their finger, and now they use you like a toy, and then they discard you afterwards. So these videos don't come from I have no agendas. I have no reason for what I'm doing. No like ulterior motives. I'm not trying to fool anybody. I'm not trying to just do these to get views. Half of me is, but most of this information is things that I actually deeply thought of before I went to go and present it. Hold on real quick. I know for a fact that I'm not making any of these things up. That it actually comes from just knowing, bro. Just seeing the truth of everything, man. Opening the book up and not just looking at the cover and then discarding it. Actually opening up the pages and seeing the context behind a lot of things, dude. Nothing is really out of context when you actually, already evaluating, when you already suspect things. Sure, that can make you super paranoid and jittery and all over the place, but if you have control of yourself, if you know how to handle a situation or adapt to what's going on, then that won't really happen. It'll be fine afterwards. And that's pretty much the whole main gist of the video, is that what I'm trying to say is that everything is negative. Everything, there is no good times. There's no nostalgia. There's no old days where things used to be this. The products were, the way things were marketed, it was, the way you consumed them was, you just turned your brain off. You just had your brain turned off. The switch didn't flick yet. And so you really wanted to sit there and you wanted to consume and wanted to be dumb. You wanted to be a slave to the TV, and you wanted to be a slave to the companies again. You want that That's why I mentioned in my last video about being stupid. Being stupid, quote unquote, in the way of you're letting authority figures who have ulterior motives decide how to think and how to feel about things, and use tactics to try to get, like, for example, biopics. I refuse to watch a biopic because all of them are pretty much just product selling. It's not even about the person as a character, what they stand for, their documentary, their life. Everything is just like a easy to read Wikipedia article. Excuse me. It's like a carefully digested Wikipedia article turned into a script. Not even like literally like a script. Just watch a couple documentaries on YouTube about that certain person, Michael Jackson, and then you'll get literally like the 90% of the dialogue in that movie. And right there, what happened? The estate, the company, the groups that want to make billions of dollars, they just manipulated half of the audience because it's like, oh my God, Michael Jackson, nostalgia. It's about to hit $1 billion, dude. It's about to be the next Bohemian Rhapsody. And after that, they're going to make a bunch more. Oh, trust me. I mean, it wasn't going to stop anyways, but like now they're going to really, the gas pedal has been like stepped on really hard, stomped. I'm talking like seeing ants and being devious type of stomping on the pedal, on the gas, bro. They stepping on the gas now, bro. They're going to make more biopics, and they're going to use these clean, simplistic, formulaic, predictable, standard, styrofoam ass pushing to get people to go in there. And then people are going to go in there and be like, oh my God, what a legend. What a legend. And that's the perfect example of why you need to look around you and look into the things that you think is supposed to go. That's not always the case. That shouldn't always be the case. These come from the heart. These topics come from the heart, man. I want people, I wish everybody in this country was on board, but unfortunately, we are the outsider. There's outsiders, dude. And I think I'm one of them. Because I don't think everybody's going to be on the same page if I was to go and tell them. Everybody's too drowned in it. They're too in too deep now. There's really no turning back. It really isn't. And it's pretty much the only thing. You can't save the world or the country. All you can really save is yourself. And that's kind of what I'm doing. I got to exploit the system, dude. I got to save myself and a couple others, maybe. But I don't know if they'll understand. They'll come with me. They'll listen, but they won't understand. And that's more important than listening. Being able to take in what I'm saying and understand it. I don't want it to go over your head, but I feel like that's pretty much what's going to happen. It's going to go over their heads. And it's going to be like, oh, well, I guess it's just me now. I guess it's just all me. And I don't want that to be the case. I want people to... That's why I'm making these videos. That's why there's people making these videos that they're making. For that particular reason. For that reason. So, yeah. There's nothing really... There's no... It's not... I'm not BSing any of these things I'm talk about in these videos, dude. It's just all around me. You gotta take the rose-tinted glasses off, dude. It's not negative. That's just what they put. They label things. That's why I made another video about like words and labels and symbols and whatever and connotations, because they're just words and labels. When they put labels on you, they expect you to fold and react because they're judging you. They're already coming to Damn. They already coming to the conclusion before they even like looked into like the story. They're just already know the ending. They already labeled you. They already stamped you. It's like, boom, you're a loser, or you're negative. You're being pessimistic. You're listening to those guys on YouTube again. I'm not listening. I'm listening, but I'm taking what they're saying and I'm separating the information and seeing which things apply to me. I'm not just taking it all in like an idiot, like a dumb cow. I know exactly what they're talking about. I know I could criticize them just as much as I criticize myself. And anybody else can criticize me just as much as I'll criticize anybody else. Nobody's really right or wrong about any of this stuff. It's just kind of like thinking for yourself, being your own person. That's pretty much it. So I don't just watch people blindly and just go with everything they say. And you shouldn't even do that with my channel either. It's just, I'm telling you, this is how I am. And I would like it if I had people relate, but hey, if you're not gonna understand, then it is what it is. I can't really do nothing about that. I can't hold your hand through this. I just gotta keep doing me. And I feel like that goes for most YouTubers who are on the same path. For most people who are on the same path who not doing YouTube and just for themselves, they made their circle smaller because they realize that there's demons. People can be demons, and they can kind of hold you down, shackle you with their manuscripts that they pulled from like the production companies that provide them with their identities. That's a perfect metaphor. That's what that's supposed to be. And they're trying to ask why you ain't following. Why ain't you doing? Why you being weird, bro? Why you being weird? Why you thinking for yourself? Why you doing that? That's not healthy. That's not cool, man. You're into your thoughts too much, bro. You're smart, but you're not looking around. You're not looking at what's in front of you. Oh, I'm looking at what's in front of me, and what I see in front of me is my own two hands. And what I'm gonna do with those hands is what I'm gonna do with my hands. I don't care about what's in front of me. Like, what is that even supposed to mean? You think I'm supposed to get what that's supposed to mean? No, bro. It's too late to try to turn me. You can't turn me. You can't turn me back. I already moved forward, man. I'm already moving forward. This is how I'm moving. I'm moving different, bro. It's minimalist all day. I'm doing everything. I'm doing the opposite of what is supposed to be done, bro. You got to do the same thing. That's essentially what all these videos boil down to, bro. Start thinking for yourself. None of these, you know what I'm saying? You got to exploit the system. You got to exploit everything. I don't care if someone call you a cheater or a lazy or you want to be laissez-faire. You want to avoid working. I don't care, bro. It's not avoiding working. It's avoid being a slave. And it's simple as that.